Hello students, how are you all? I hope you all are doing good and watching my videos also. So children, as you all are aware that we have done yesterday multiplication of whole number by unit fraction and multiplication of whole number with a proper fraction, and we have learned what are the different steps to perform this multiplication. Actually children, we were doing all the basic fundamental operations along with fraction. First we have done addition and then we have done subtraction. After that we have started multiplication. So yesterday children, we have understood that how we have to do that multiplication, what are the different steps, and at last I have told you conclusion also. So that conclusion I am going to repeat again with an example. So here, what was the conclusion? That the first thing is, if you do not have any number in the denominator, then you can write 1 over there. Secondly, numerator will be multiplied by the numerator and denominator will be multiplied by the denominator. Then the next thing is, if you find it out any number which comes in a common table and one of that number there in numerator and the other number is in denominator, so that you can cancel it, and after multiplication if you are getting answer in improper fraction, that you are supposed to convert it into mixed fraction. So children, this was the conclusion of yesterday. So you have 4 different steps which you have to follow. So children, yesterday we have seen how to perform this multiplication, but yesterday we have not started our next exercise, which is exercise 5.6. So children, today we will start our exercise and we will find it out how to do multiplication of a whole number by a unit fraction and multiplication of a whole number by a proper fraction. And if you are getting answer in improper fraction, then how you can convert it into mixed fraction. So children, let's start our exercise 5.6. So I'll take the first question, that is multiply. Now here the first question was multiply, and in this question you have number 1, the first fraction is unit fraction 1 by 2, 1 by 2 multiply by 3, 1 by 2 multiply by 3. Now this question is given to you 1 by 2 multiply by 3. Now I'll come to the solution first. Now 1 by 2 is what? Is a unit fraction. Now what are unit fraction? Unit fractions are those fractions where we have 1 in its numerator. So 1 by 2 is an example of unit fraction. So this will be multiplied by 3. Now 3 is what? 3 is what? 3 is a whole number. So remember the step. Now first we have written this multiplication. After that, if you do not have any number in the denominator with the whole number, so you will write 1 over there. Now after this step, what you are supposed to do? Now numerator will multiply by the numerator. So 1 will be multiplied by 3, by 2 will be multiplied by 1. So what you will get it? 1 3s or 3 1s, that will be 3, by 2 1s 2. Now here you can see that 3 by 2 is an improper fraction. 3 by 2 is an improper fraction. So what is our next step? This 3 by 2 you are supposed to convert it into mixed fraction. And how we are converting it into mixed fraction? By dividing it. Now 3 will be divided by 2. 2 1 times will be 2. Now 1 will be remaining here. Now Q quotient, then remainder above by 2 the divisor. So this will be your answer 1 1 by 2. 1 1 by 2. By dividing it, we will convert it into in this form Q R D. So understand this question again. What was that question? The question is 1 by 2 multiply by 3. What is exactly it is that 1 by 2 will be added 3 times. So as you all are aware that multiplication is repeated addition only. So here we will multiply 1 by 2 by 3. Now 3 is a whole number. Nothing is there in the denominator. So what we will write? We will write 1 over there. Now numerator will be multiplied by the numerator and denominator will multiply by, yes, correct, with denominator. So we have done the multiplication. After that you will get 3 ones are 3 and 2 ones are 2. Now 3 by 2 is an improper fraction. So you are supposed to convert it into mixed fraction. How you will convert it into mixed fraction? You will divide it and then you will write it in the form of QRD. You will write 1 by 2. This will be your answer. 1 by 2 will be your answer. So children, I hope the steps are clear to you all. Let's take one more example related to this. Only one more unit fraction we will take it, and that unit fraction will multiply by the whole number. Now that is your second question of exercise 5.6. 1 by 3 multiply by 7. 1 by 3 multiply by 7. Now can you find it out any denominator with whole number? No. We don't have any denominator with the whole number. So what we will write there? 1. So here 1 by 3 multiply by 7 by 1. So now what is the next step? Yes, correct. The numerator will multiply it by numerator and denominator will multiply it by denominator. So let's do the multiplication here. 1 will be multiplied by 7. 3 will be multiplied by 1. So now if we find it out anything which comes in the common table, that we will see in other question. If you will find anything which is common here or which comes in a common table, then we can cancel those numbers from here. Numerator will cancel with the denominator. This operation we cannot perform in addition. We cannot use in subtraction. In addition or subtraction, after adding, then only you can reduce it into lowest term. But here in the multiplication, you can reduce it here only, in this step only. So what we have to do? 7 ones are 7. Then 3 ones are 3. Now what is the next step? We will divide it. Why we will divide it? Yes, because this question which we have got it, or this fraction which we have got it, that is an improper fraction, and improper fraction must be converted into mixed fraction. So by dividing it, 3 2s are 6, 1 will be remaining here. Now quotient Q, R and D. So this will be your answer to 1 by 3. 2, 1 by 3. So let's see this question again. What was the question? The question is 1 by 3 multiply by 7. Now 7 is the whole number and 1 by 3 is what? Unit fraction. Correct. So this unit fraction is multiplying by the whole number. Now we don't have anything in the denominator of whole number. So we will write it 1 over there. And then numerator will multiply by numerator and denominator will multiply by denominator. We will do the multiplication. 1 will be multiplied by 7 and 3 will be multiplied by 1. We will get 7 by 3. Now children, see, this 7 by 3 is an improper fraction. What are improper fractions? Improper fractions are those fractions which have bigger or greater numerator. Numerator is greater than denominator. Now in this also you can see that numerator is greater than denominator. So how to convert it into mixed fraction? We will divide it. After doing division, then we will get this quotient, remainder and the divisor which already we have, and the method to write it QRD. Quotient we will write it as a whole, then remainder we will write above by divisor. So this will be the step QRD. Remember QRD, and then you can do these questions easily. Now children, we have a third question, which is multiplication of unit fraction with the whole number. Multiplication of unit fraction with the whole number. And in this question number 3, we will see if we have any number which is common, any factor which is common in numerator and denominator, then how we can reduce it. So let's find it out in question number 3, which is given in your book. So children, let's start question number 3. So now question number 3 is 1 by 10, which is again a unit fraction. 1 by 10 multiplied by 5. 1 by 10 multiplied by 5. 5 is a whole number, and 1 by 10 is an example of unit fraction. Now, what is the next step now? 1 by 10 multiplied by 5. Now, what is the first step? When nothing will be there in the denominator, what you will write? Yes, you will write 1 over there. You will write 1 over there. So now what is the next step? The numerator will multiply by the numerator, and the denominator will multiply by the denominator. So let's do it. 1 will be multiplied by 5, and below 10 will be multiplied by 1. Now, as I told you in the previous question, if you will find it out any common factor here, like in multiplication, we will find it out any common factor in the second step only, in the step of multiplication only. So we can do cancellation, or we can cut with the common table in the second step. Now here 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10. 5 ones are 5 and 5 twos are 10. See, numerator will always cancel with the denominator. Denominator will not cancel with the denominator, or numerator will not cancel with the numerator. So 5 and 10 comes in the table of 5. So we will cancel it with the table of 5. 5 1 times and 5 2 times. What will be remaining? 1 ones are 1 and 2 ones are 2. What you will get it? 1 by 2. Fine children, 1 by 2. Now this is in proper fraction, so we don't require to convert it into mixed fraction. See, this you can do it in one more way. You can multiply here 5 ones are 5 and 10 ones are 10, and then you can reduce it into lowest term as you are doing it earlier. Fine. So then also the question will be correct. Then also you will be getting the same answer. Both the method are, either you will do this one part, or you can do this part. Both are correct. See what I have told you. You have been given with this question. See this question again. You have been given with the unit fraction, which is 1 by 10. 1 by 10 multiplied by 5. 1 by 10 multiplied by 5. Now 1 by 10 is a unit fraction, and 5 is a whole number. Then what I have told you, that when nothing is there, you will write it 1 in the denominator. So we will write it 1. Now what I have told you, that numerator will multiplied by numerator and denominator will multiplied by the denominator. So we have done the multiplication here. After doing multiplication, then I have told you, if you will get any number which comes in the common table from the numerator or from the denominator, then you can cancel it here only in the second step. So what I have done the cancellation 5 1 times and 5 2 times, and then I have done the multiplication, and we will get it 1 by 2 as a answer. बच्चे this you can do it in another way also. Here you can do the multiplication. 5 ones are 5 and 10 ones are 10. When you will get this fraction part 5 by 10, then you can change it into its lowest term, 5 one times and 5 two times, and then also you will get the same answer. Whichever method you find it out easier, that method you can use, but both the methods are correct, both the ways are correct, fine. But you cannot cancel numerator with the numerator and denominator with the denominator. So sometime I have seen this also. Sometimes children are getting the common fraction, so they are cancelling the numerator with the numerator and denominator with the denominator. Then that you have to keep it in your mind, and then you have to do it. So it's quite easy. So question number 4, that is again a unit fraction. We will do question number 4. After that we will come to a second kind of a question where you are going to multiply a proper fraction with a whole number. So let's find it out. Question number next one, that is question number 4, that is 1 by 8. Question number 4 is 1 by 8 multiplied by 6. Now doing this question, you are going to tell me what are the different steps. Now whole number, there is nothing is there below the whole number. So what we will do, we will write 1 in the denominator. So we will write it 1 by 8 multiplied by 6 by 1. Now what is the second step? Numerator is going to multiply by the numerator and denominator is going to multiply by the denominator. So what we will do here, 1 will be multiplied by 6 and 8 will be multiplied by 1. Now I am going to tell you this question with the previous one of the previous method, fine. And once we will do the multiplication, once we will complete the multiplication, then I am going to reduce it into lowest term. So let's start this. Now 6 ones are 6 and 8 ones are 8. Now can you find it out these two number in any common table? Can you find it out 6 and 8 in any common table? Yes. These both numbers comes in the table of 2. So we are going to divide it by 2. 2 3s are 6, 2 4s are 8. So what answer you will get? You will get it 3 by 4 as a answer. What is your answer? 3 by 4. So let's see this question once again. What is given to you? You have been given with a unit fraction 1 by 8 multiply by a whole number which is 6. Now we don't have any denominator with a whole number. So in the place of denominator in the whole number, what I will write it 1. Now what is the next step? Next step is numerator will multiply by the numerator and denominator will multiply by the denominator. So we will multiply it. After doing multiplication here, 6 ones are 6, 8 ones are 8. So then we have to find it out in which number or in which table these two numbers are coming. So we are going to reduce with that table. Now we are going to reduce it. 6 and 8 comes in the table of 2. So we will reduce it with the table of 2. 2 3s are and 2 4s are. Now what answer you will get it? 3 by 4. Here the answer of this question is 3 by 4. Now this reducing you can do it in this step also. Fine. Here also you can do cancellation and then you can write down the answer. That method is totally correct. There is nothing incorrect in that method. Whichever method you find it out suitable, with that method you can do it. So children, I hope these first 4 questions, which are multiplication of a unit fraction by a whole number, is clear to you all. So children, now we'll come to our question number 5, which is your multiplication of a proper fraction. Multiplication of a proper fraction with, yes, with a whole number. So we'll start that kind of a question. We'll see 1, 2 question, and then rest of the question we'll do it tomorrow. So children, let's start that kind of a question also. Now question number 5 is again multiplication sum or multiplication of a proper fraction. Multiplication of a proper fraction by a whole number. Multiplication of a proper fraction by a whole number. So let's see that question number 5, which is 2 by 3. Question number 5, which is 2 by 3 multiply by 8. 2 by 3 multiply by 8. Now 2 by 3 is which kind of a fraction? Correct. That is proper fraction. 2 by 3 is an example of proper fraction. So what are proper fraction? What are proper fraction? Proper fractions are those fractions which have small numerator, where numerator is lesser than denominator. Proper fractions are those fractions in which numerator is less than denominator. It is very important to know what are proper fraction, what are improper fractions, what are unit fraction. Why I am telling you each and every day? Because you must remember it. Fine. That's why whenever I will get any kind of a question, whenever you can see that as many times I will get unit fraction, I'll repeat again and again. Why it is called unit fraction? Because it has unit. Unit means 1 in its numerator. So बच्चे whenever you will get moving across the question and you are getting any fraction, you just revise it what you have learned earlier. Fine, revise it, and that will be revised also, and this definition must be revised every time. And that table which I am telling you, that do practice of table, jumble table every day, speak table every day, so that it will somewhere become stronger in your mind. And whenever you are doing calculation, that will quite needful, that quite useful to you all. Now here, what is the first step? 2 by 3. Now 8 is a whole number. We don't have anything in the denominator, so what we will write here? We will write here 1. Now what is the next step? Yes, numerator will multiply by the numerator and denominator will multiply by the denominator. So let's start. 2 will be multiplied by 8 and 3 will be multiplied by 1. So this is your second step. What we have done till now, we have written our proper fraction, which is 2 by 3 multiplied by 8, which is a whole number. So in whole number we don't have anything in the denominator, so what we will write? We will write 1 over there. Now 2 will be multiplied by 8, means the numerator will multiplied by the numerator and denominator will multiplied by the denominator. So let's do the multiplication now. 2 8s are 2 8s or 8 2s are, anything you can do. 2 8s, that will be 16 upon 3 1s are 3. Now 16 by 3, which kind of a fraction it is? Which kind of a fraction is this? 16 by 3. Yes, improper fraction. So improper fraction, what you have to do it with improper fraction? Yes, you have to change it into mixed fraction. You have to change it into mixed fraction. So let's change it into mixed fraction. 16 is going to divided by 3. 3 5s are 15. What will be remaining here? 1. 1 will be remaining. So how we were writing in mixed fraction? Quotient, that is 5 cube, remainder 1 upon divisor QRD. So here the answer of this question is 5 1 by 3. 5 1 by 3. So let's see this question again. This question is an example of multiplication of proper fraction by whole number. Multiplication of a proper fraction by whole number. So children, what we have done, what is the first step? When nothing will be there in the denominator, you will write it 1. In the whole number, in the denominator of whole number, you will write it 1. Then 2 will be multiplied by 8. Numerator will multiply by the numerator and denominator will multiply by the denominator. So here 2 8s are 16, 3 1s are 3. Now you can see that 16 by 3 is an improper fraction. Now tell me, what are improper fraction? Improper fractions are those fractions. Improper fraction are those fractions which, yes, whose numerator is greater than denominator. So what you have to do when you will get answer in an improper fraction? Yes, you have to change it into mixed fraction. Then you have to change it into mixed fraction. So you will change it into mixed fraction. How you will change it into mixed fraction? Remember QRD. After doing division, whatever quotient you will get, you will write first, then 1 by 3. So these are the steps to find it out. Multiplication of a proper fraction by a whole number. Remember these steps so that you can easily solve all the question. Now we have completed our question number 5. Now we are going to take our last question of today. Fine, today's last question we will take, and then rest of the question we are going to perform tomorrow. We are going to solve tomorrow. Now question number 6, which is again an example of that multiplication of proper fraction by whole number. So let's find it out. Question number 6 is 3 by 4 multiply by 2. Now you can see that anything is there in the denominator of whole number? No, nothing is there. So what you will do? 3 by 4 multiply by 2 and upon 1. In the place of denominator of whole number, you will write it 1. Now what is the next step? Numerator will multiply by the numerator. Remember these steps. Why I am speaking these steps again and again? So that if you will get any other kind of a question also, you just remember these steps and then easily you can do all these questions. Now what is the second step here? The second step is multiply the numerator by the numerator and denominator by the denominator. So let us multiply it. Now above 1, 3 will be multiplied by 2 and 4 ones are 4. Now here also you can reduce it. Here also you can reduce it. You can reduce it here also. 2 ones are and 2 twos are. You can do the reducing into lowest term. You can do in the second step also. Or if you don't require, or if you don't want to reduce it here, you can reduce after multiplication also. So I have reduced it. 2 ones are 2 twos are. Now what I have got it? 3 ones are 3 and 2 ones are 2, which is again an improper fraction. So what are the steps to convert improper fraction into mixed fraction? By doing division. Now 3 will be divided by 2. See, I am repeating it again and again so you don't have any doubt. 2 ones are 2, 1 will be remaining. Now what are the steps to write it? Yes, correct. Q, R, D. I hope these steps are quite clear and that is remembered by all. Q, R, D. As many questions we have done of this. Q, R, D. What is the quotient here? 1. R, 1. And what is the divisor? That is 2. 1, 1 by 2. So here in this question, what is the answer? 1, 1 by 2. That is your answer. So let's see this question again. You have been given with a proper fraction, that is 3 by 4 multiply by 2. So solution, you will write 1 in the denominator of whole number. After that, numerator will multiplied by the numerator and denominator will multiplied by the denominator. After that, in the second step only, you can do the reducing of that. You can do the reduction here, changing into lowest term, or after multiplication also. Like if here I will not do it, I can do this here also. 6 by 4 I will get it and then I can reduce it here. Fine. So both are correct. So then I have reduced it and then we will get this answer. So I hope the questions, that multiplication questions which we have done today, that is clear to you all. And homework for today is you will do question number 1 to 6 of exercise 5.6 in your notebook. And that must be neatly and clear work. Fine. So that's all for today, children. I hope you all have enjoyed the class, and doubt we will take it in a online class. So that's all for today. Have a good day, children.